Hey guys, how you going? So today, I was wondering what I was going to film today and what I was going to talk about, because sometimes as a YouTuber you do run out of things to do with your channel. I haven't actually done what's been done and what's to come still, so I've sort of touched on that sort of stuff briefly, but I've never really sort of elaborated, you know, on the stuff that's sort of happening with the bike and where I'm at with it. I've done 10,000 kilometers now. That video will come out soon. That was a real short one. What's happened within, you know, in 10,000 kilometers as we work in kilometers here in Australia. I do had a couple of things that I've not liked about the bike, but you know what, a couple of things that I don't like, and there's some things, everything else I love about this bike. I mean, just the look of it, you know, it's just such a beast. It is a big bike, so in and out of peak hour traffic it can be a bit of a handful. I'm not a big guy, I'm only 5'9", but 84 kilos, but I do find that I ride this pretty good for my size and my riding ability, I guess. I've seen other guys smaller than me riding these, guys bigger than me riding these, of course. But yeah, you know, it's all relative, I guess. I've been smashing bugs. Look at that. It's that time of the year when it's just freaking bugs everywhere. Doesn't matter what you do to keep them off your bike, they're out because it's getting warmer. It's the 20, I think it's like the 29th or today of September, so it's the first month of spring is over and done with. We're complaining it's too hot soon. Yeah, so the things I have done, I'm not going to carry on for too long, I'm just going to point them out. So I've done the Harley Davidson LED indicator inserts, really good. Like, you take your old globe out, the lens out, screw like a globe base in, smack them in, done. Clockworks 9-inch sport flare screen. I've got the Get a Grip grips. I actually like these. I've had these on three bikes, 3 Harleys. They sort of flare out a bit in the middle, so they're really comfortable in your hand. I've got the Burley brand 12-inch apes. They come across like a you know, motocross drag bar, T-bar. I've done the Advan Black rear sort of mount, or sort of mid mount heat deflectors. Of course, I've got my trusty Saddlemen SDC Pro Gripper seat. I've got the Harley Davidson docking hardware for sissy bars. I've got the Shorty antenna. I've got the Reinhardt DBX 4.5s. I've got the private plate bagger. What else have I got? I've got I have the Star Racing 30 cam. That's in there, not dynoed yet, just a drop-in map, runs pretty good for now. It's a safe tune, I guess you call it. What else? You know what, I think to date that's about it. But I mean, this all adds up, if you can imagine. It's not a cheap venture. Anything with a Harley name on it is basically adding, you know, Harley tax, as you would say. So now I've got the little Wank Factor Stage 2, even though it's not the Screaming Eagle one anymore. I do have a bit of an issue I've noticed here with the heat shield is rubbing, needs to go that way a bit. It's moved, so it's scraping on the muffler there, which is not good. Makes me unhappy because I'm really anal. Of course, with the cam you get the black push rods and adjustables and stuff. Now the things that are still to come, one is definitely a dyno tune. I've got to get this dyno tuned. I think I could squeeze a lot more out of it and it's be a bit efficient. She's a little bit thirsty at the moment with the cam. I'm getting 330, 350 k's out of a tank, where before I was getting comfortably 400. You know, so I have lost a fair bit due to the cam, and with the Screaming Eagle cam that I had, only maybe lost 10-15 k's of tank, which was pretty good. This one's a lot more thirstier. And also I'm going to add the Screaming Eagle Öhlins reservoir suspension, where they got the reservoir mounted on the back there. Going to get that, and I think I might change the air filter so it's reusable. Keep the ventilator breather because I prefer that, because it's flat against the bike. Does it again, it's not in your knees. I'm thinking about going the ST front guard, just to take a little bit of weight off the front, even though if it was like only half a kilo or something. I've still got to put on my, I have at home, I have a Radguard oil cooler guard at home, ready to go on. The reason why I've had it for about a month, the reason why I haven't put it on yet is because I'm working out if I want to paint part of it bronze, so like it's like black and bronze, like the plate. I don't know yet, I don't know, so I'm still umming and ahhing about that. What else? I've got a Oberon adjustable clutch lever to go on. I haven't put that on yet. When I can be bothered, I will. Because the only reason with the baggers, I've got a bit of play in there, because I've just got to have it. I've got to have the clutch engaged by, you know, like halfway out. But with the standard sort of Harley clutches, it's all the way out all the time. And when you're slow speed manoeuvring around stuff, it can be a bit hard sometimes to do that. I'm not saying it's difficult, but it can be easier. That's why I got a lot of play on the lever. It engages about there, which is really good. I probably should take some of that out of it, but what I want to do is I want to be able to have the clutch disengaging properly. Bloody bugs. But still have the lever closer to the grip. So I've got to go that on there. So that was Oberon levers. I mean, they're not cheap. They're out of the UK. They're like 100 and fuck. They're a couple of $100 a lever, just about. So for this point, what I want it for, I'm only going to go the clutch lever. I'm not doing the brake lever. The brake lever is fine. I've got long fingers, but I want to, you know, I want the cuts to engage closer to the grip. And with Harleys, it just doesn't work that way. What else? And I think I've got my sissy bar at home, of course. I think that would be pretty much it. Thinking about changing the sandwich plates. If you don't know what they are, it's this part here in the chrome there to maybe the bronze, like on the STs. I don't know. Even bright red, I don't know. Or I just leave them. But definitely going to get dyno tuned. So the dyno tune is probably going to be next, and then the rear suspension. Of course, I'll fit the other bits in the meantime. I'll show you guys videos of that when they're done. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you subscribe, there's no charge, it's a free thing, we don't charge you for it. I'm 908 subscribers when I last looked. My goodness, it's taken me a long time to get to 1,000 subscribers, but you know what, doesn't matter. I'm living life, riding the bikes, and I get to film while I'm doing it. Pretty lucky in that regard. It's actually quite warm standing here in the sun, it's beautiful. So yeah, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon so when I upload content you will be notified. Please, if you have any questions or any comments, just list them below. Yeah, I'll try my best to answer them. For some reason now YouTube doesn't notify me when you guys are commenting. I don't know why. It used to. I've checked my settings, it's got nothing to do with the settings. I think it's just been lazy on their behalf. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. I'm going to go and enjoy this beautiful weather. It is cloudy, but it's not forecasted to rain, which is good. And I will catch you lot on the next one. There's about 20 bikes down there. They're all pulled up, and I was thinking I'm going to get swamped, but they all stayed down there. So take care guys. See you on the next one. Ride safe. Bye for now. Can I fault this bike? Nope, not at all. So I've had the bike for 10 months. It's coming up, December will be a year. So that's, you know, it's gone so fast. A lot's happened to me this year, but the bike has performed flawlessly The only thing I don't like about the touring frames is they are a lot more vibey than like your soft tail frame. There we go, open up a bit here. It's a lot more vibey. So I'm sitting on 2,400 and I can, not through the seat, but I can feel it through the handlebars. That's not the bars, the stock bars were the same. What else? So that's the only really thing. I had a bit of a rattling noise, which was part of the right switch block on the older handlebars. That seems to, like, probably 80% of that's gone now. Been on a different handlebar setup, which definitely helps. I took the seat off the stock seat. Yeah, you can keep your stock seats. The thing with the stock seat is it's comfortable to the point of being too comfortable. So what I mean by that is the seat was nice and soft and big, you know, it was like big, soft, comfy seat for about 45 minutes to an hour. After that, it was too soft. And I hope you can understand what I mean by that. When I say too soft, your butt went to sleep. You got numb, you know, like it was just weird. So that was the first thing second thing I did to this bike was change the seat out to the Saddlemen SDC Pro Ripper seat. The other thing that I could only fault with this bike is, as a tourer and Harley Davidson, you really need to listen to people. You probably have done that with the newer models, the 24s and stuff. But for a premium price bike, the suspension is pretty average. It really is. I mean, I'm only 82, 84 kilos, somewhere around there, and certain bumps, this suspension is really crashy. It can't handle it, and it feels like you compress a few vertebrae when you do it. Good things, comfortable, like really comfortable. The sound, I love the sound of this bike with the Reinhardt DBXs on. They are, I've heard these with a lot of different pipes working with Harley. Harley Heaven where I am now, and I can tell you right now, the Reinhardts on a bagger are the pipe to go. And just listen, I know you can hear that, just listen to that. That's just the light roll on, and it's just, the noise is beautiful. And when it's down low, it's like really deep and sort of thumpy. What else? Now put the bars on, it's really comfortable. The bars, even though I did get used to them and they were fairly comfortable, these have changed. These are a game changer, these bars. Whether it's 12s, 14s, meat hooks, high balls, whatever you want to put on here. Thank you for waiting, I appreciate that. You know, what sort of thing, and you know, it's just made it so much more comfortable. They're more straighter. They're 32.5 inches wide, which is good for your shoulder blades, so you're not squashed in. I found with the standard bars I was a little bit hunched, you know, I wasn't really in a good riding position for my back. But the motor, nice. The power with the cam. Stock, they're a bit sluggish because they're a big bike, you know, they're 387 kilograms. That is not a light bike, that is a heavy bike. And once you get used to the weight, and that's out of your mind, and you ride it like an everyday bike, like I do, you soon forget about the weight. And you learn to live with it. You choose your parking, you know, you find parking spots that suit the bike. You don't just, there's a lot of bikes out today, a lot. You sort of choose your parking, how you park, where you park, you know what I'm saying? And then what happens is you leave yourself in a good position to get in and out. So this is Gidgee Gannett for those in Perth. It's a nice little town actually, but you just got to be careful, the cops are always up here. Yeah, so basically the bike has been flawless other than those two things, you know, like the vibration and the suspension, oh, and the seat, sorry, three things. But once you do these up to how you want them, these bikes are perfect. And I don't think I could get rid of this bike and go back to another bike, another Harley, a smaller one, to be honest. The only bike that I would consider going back to would be a Lowrider ST, because it's still technically a bagger, you know. Yeah, so I definitely highly recommend these bikes to anybody. If there's just nothing to worry about, just sort them all out, ride them, you know, and it just makes for a good bike, whether you're riding with your buddies, you know, or you're riding solo like I do. For me it's like 50-50, but I'm just looking forward to another 10,000 Ks on this bike. You know, once I get the dyno tune done for the new cam, change the suspension, you know, that's pretty much the bike done. Then I'll just be riding it and maintaining it, of course. So it's pretty sure it's 100 kilometers an hour around here, buddy. Could you speed up just a smidge? So I think pretty much that's it. I do recommend the road glides. I'm pretty sure the street glide will be exactly the same if that's what your preference is. You know, and you'd enjoy all of it, all of them. You know, Road Kings, I like the Road Kings, but I got quite used to a big fairing now. It definitely keeps the weather off you when it's raining and stuff. Wind, it can be a bit sort of warm in the summer months, but you know, you sort of get used to it. Alrighty, so I'm going to leave that there. If you've made it this far, thank you very much, I do appreciate it. If you have any questions about the road glides in particular, just hit me up in the comments below. I think that I'm pretty happy with the bike, 100%. I don't think I'd change it for anything. So yep, that's it. That's my sort of take on it. Thanks guys. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell icon. It will upload, you know, let you know when I've uploaded some content. Subscription is free. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Bye for now.